Tehseen Poonawala, come in here. I want you to address specifically the allegation that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has leveled against the Hooda family. These are leaders that belong to the Congress party, the party that you support. He says Dipinder Hooda in particular is responsible for this conspiracy to malign him because the Hooda family patronizes the Mahadev academy or akhada in Haryana, and that all of these wrestlers who are today protesting come from that akhada. So it's all politics, he says, and he's named Congress leaders. Your response?
Thank you, Neha. Not only am I a supporter of the Congress party, which I always put up front, I'm also part of Insaf Ke Sipahi, the organization founded by Kapil Sibal ji, and he is leading this case in the Honorable Supreme Court. So first, let me just put the legal aspect out, because a lot of WhatsApp history was right now put out on your channel. One, repeatedly, High Courts and the Supreme Court has come down in case of in the POCSO Act, that giving somebody bail immediately after arresting on the POCSO is not the way, is against the spirit of the Act. So the gentleman prior to me who says, oh, the bail can be granted immediately, has perhaps never read a law book or any judgment in his life. It is against the spirit of the Act. It's another matter that's unfortunate that this government has refused to act. Point number two, these are minor girls. Since 2016, they've been making these allegations. Not only have they made this allegation, the POCSO Act very strictly says that when they have made the allegations to whoever's the head, whether the Honorable MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh ji is innocent or guilty, an investigation is mandated. No investigation was carried out by a third party. That is against the spirit of the Act. Only for that reason should the MP be kicked out of the position he's holding. But not only that, these girls also told the most honorable Prime Minister when they met them some time ago about these allegations on the Honorable MP, which is why the Honorable Prime Minister's office has not acted, and that is another question. Number three, the Honorable Supreme Court is not taking these allegations very lightly, as was sought to be put on your very reputed channel. Kapil Sibal is fighting it. The Supreme Court came down with a heavy hand. Tushar Mehta, the SG, told the Supreme Court FIR will be filed. Give us the period. Within the period the FIR was filed, it is a matter of shame he is not arrested. We will take up the matter on Thursday. The matter is now sub judice, and that will be fought. Let's come to the next allegation. Priyanka Gandhi has gone to the venue. Arvind Kejriwal ji has gone to the venue. XYZ has gone to the venue. For 3 months, these athletes were protesting. 3 months, they were protesting. They didn't allow a single protester to come to the venue, not even Vijendra Singh. Vijendra Singh is a medal winner for the country. But because he contested on a political party, in this case the Congress's ticket, they requested him not to come. They didn't politicize it. For 3 months, the entire country was quiet. Today you are blaming them for politicians coming. Are they not part of this system? Are they not part of we the people? Are politicians not part of we the people? Does the constitution debar opposition? What sort of nonsense is going on? Next, there were allegations made that there were slogans against our honorable Prime Minister. Totally deplorable. It should not happen. I spoke to Delhi police officers off the record. You know what they say? These slogans are put in by people who are supporters of the Honorable MP. Why hasn't one person been arrested if such slogans were made? It hasn't been arrested because it was done to spoil the name of the movement. Just as in Shaheen Bagh, people were sent in burqas, they came out to be somebody else. At the farm protests, some people were sent to disrupt the farm protests, and all these people were caught. These athletes, we have told them, catch the people who are intruding and trying to create mischief, because this is happening purposefully. This is a toolkit or the full kit of the BJP. Next question. This is a Haryana issue. During the farm issue, Punjab is wrong. Today, Haryana is wrong. Tomorrow, Karnataka is wrong. In Nandini issue, somebody else, Maharashtra is wrong. Only the BJP is correct. Every other state is wrong. Only what the BJP wants is correct. Last point. Hooda is supporting one particular akhada. Okay, let Hooda support one akhada. Was Mr. Hooda since 2016 supporting it? Did these girls make an allegation, minor girls, of molestation and sexual harassment? Yes or no? Did you fulfill your legal obligations or no? And if you would have, you could have got Hooda in trouble. You haven't done anything. Today, when the opposition, when people like Insaf Ke Sipahi from Insaf Ke Sipahi, when Kapil Sibal is going to Supreme Court, all you all are doing is sitting on national television with one of the best anchors in the country, Neha, and you all are running down people? And you all are calling people names. You all are saying that people don't have credibility. What credibility do you have? Why is Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh still the president of the federation? Why is his son the vice president of the federation? Can we have answers to these questions?
Okay, a lot of points made there by Tehseen Poonawalla. I will get the other guests to respond to those. Chandrasekhar Luthra, let me come back to you at this point. Of course, this entire argument about how politicians are now landing up in Jantar Mantar and therefore these wrestlers and their protest is losing credibility. As has been rightly pointed out, they had kept it strictly apolitical back in January. They
Absolutely.
waited for 3 months. Nothing happened, nothing changed despite assurances that they had got from the sports ministry and the sports minister himself. It is only now that they have decided everybody is welcome, including the BJP. The other question that is being raised, Chandrasekhar Luthra, is this. What is it about Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh that makes him untouchable? Yes, he is a 6-time member of parliament belonging to the ruling party. Yes, he has been WFI president for 3 consecutive terms. But why was it so difficult for the Delhi police to even register an FIR against him till the Supreme Court of India intervened? And even so far, we've seen no real action against him, leave alone an arrest.
Well, let me tell you that I completely back what Tehseen has said, and thank you very much, Tehseen, for underlining all these facts. But also, I want to rebut what BJP spokesperson or supporter was saying. If there is some journalist who is covering Hathras going there, he can be arrested without any investigation. If our friend like fact checkers, Mohammed Zubair, he was jailed for almost 1.5 years or whatever, only on the fake tweet of somebody, which that handle was inactive after a day or so. They only tweeted about him and police has arrested. So this kind of people, this kind of investigation, our New India is witnessing. So, but anyway, let me come to this wrestling federation thing. Everybody knows what kind of person Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh is. Every girl knew during any of the tournaments or in the camps, Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh used to stay right in the middle room of a hotel. If there are 6-7 rooms on that corridor, 3-4 girls will be on this side, 3-4 girls will be on this side, and Brij Bhushan Singh used to stay there. Everybody objected. There was no committee then to investigate. And when the Sakshi Malik, and note this point also, the supporter of BJP, this Sakshi Malik was part of sexual harassment committee. Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh, when this thing surfaced, referred this entire case to Sakshi Malik. And this is again, all absurd thing that we could hear, But the point is, this is about not the normal girls, which Prime Minister says, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. These are about his family members. Mr. Prime Minister called Vinesh Phogat as his family member. And they are not just the ordinary women of this country. They are medal winners. No BJP or no Congress or no other party can claim that they have got so much of pride for this country. Let me tell you, in 2016, I was there in Rio. We were almost without a medal for first 10, 12 days. When Sakshi Malik, this was the same Sakshi Malik who got us the first medal, the bronze medal. And suddenly on that day, we were all, singing, national anthem and everything with pride. And what happened on the arena? Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh, when she wanted to speak to all of us, there were 10, 15 journalists standing there. She was running towards us. She was brought into tears. She was scolded like anything that let president speak to them first. You are not a hero here. This kind of situation we have witnessed on the ground, on the field, and they talk about this India or the investigation. If Tejinder Bagga is being arrested somewhere, the Supreme Court or Delhi police will intervene. You think we all are fools? And only this ruling party is the only one who will decide who is going to wear what and who is going to eat what.
Okay, okay. Let me now get a response from Suresh Kochatil, since both of you have obviously expressed strong disagreement with his argument. Mr. Kochatil, you can of course respond to what Tehseen Poonawalla and Chandrasekhar Luthra has said. But before that, sir, I want to read out an important quote to you. Have you heard of a man called Paramjeet Malik? He is a physiotherapist with the wrestlers who was present at the national camp in Lucknow in 2014, sir. In an interview to the Indian Express, Paramjeet Malik has said at least 3 junior women wrestlers at the camp told him how they faced pressure and were asked to meet Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh at night. He says the girls had cried while confiding in their seniors about their ordeal. Paramjeet Malik goes on to say he had shared the information with the then women's coach Kuldeep Malik, but no action was taken. Are we really to believe, sir, that the top wrestlers of this country, people who've won plaudits for us, who've won laurels for us, who've won medals for us at the World Wrestling Championship, at the Commonwealth Games, at the Olympics, and their physiotherapist, they're all part of one big conspiracy to tarnish this man?
Now, let me clarify a couple of things. I'm not a BJP spokesperson, as much as your sports correspondent sounded like a Congress spokesperson. He should have expressed his point of view instead of abusing Prime Minister Modi, BJP,
Okay, point
or all the
taken. No
allegations
personal
that he
attacks. I request
No,
all my
exactly.
panelists
There was a
to
personal attack
refrain
on
from
me. That
making
is why
personal attacks. Okay, point taken.
I thought you heard the attack against me. I mean, unless you were muted at that point in time. There were allegations against me made saying I'm a BJP spokesperson. I'm not.
Absolutely. No,
Let
no,
me
I just
clarify
said
that point.
whosoever.
As
No,
much
no,
as he
it was
said that
not
the
a
Prime Minister
pointed.
is not doing anything, the Prime Minister was complained. Let us leave it to
Absolutely.
the investigation agency. I don't hold a brief for this guy. I told you at the start of the program. What I'm trying to say is the involvement of political parties has muddied the entire thing. Okay, you've gone to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has seized the issue. Then what's a problem? If the investigation does not happen, go to the court. And here, Tehsil Poonawalla conveniently says that he spoke to the Delhi police and Delhi police confirmed to him. Let him name those Delhi police officers. Conveniently, he says off the record, and everyone knows his thing. I also can claim I spoke to the Delhi police and they said this. It is ridiculous. I mean, there was slogan shouting there. Do you think these wrestlers will allowed anybody from his camp to sit there? No way. This is what I'm trying to say. Yes, they have a genuine allegation. They should get it investigated. And let them go back to section 184 and 183 of the POCSO Act and let us look at those evidences also. It is not an automatic arrest. Please let us get it very, very clear. Okay, because that section was misused for some time earlier in the Kerala case too. And that is why the Supreme Court and the respective high courts have held that there has to be a thorough investigation before the POCSO Act is invoked.
Okay, Mr.
You can
Kochati,
register
can I
a
ask
case,
you
but
another
it has to be
question, sir?
investigated.
Okay, okay, point taken. I am not saying that anybody should be thrown behind bars unless there is at least prima facie evidence of wrongdoing. And before I take this back to Tehseen, I want to ask you a larger question, sir. The perception that has formed is that Brij Bhushan Singh is being protected because he enjoys political patronage. He is a powerful man who is a 6-time member of parliament, belongs to the ruling party, is quite an influential figure. He's also been at the helm of the Wrestling Federation of India for 12 consecutive years. He enjoys way too much political protection and patronage. That's why nobody wants to touch him. Do you not believe, sir, that from the viewpoint of the ruling party and the government, this just sends out a very wrong message?
Well, I'm telling you, I don't hold a brief for what you call me to ask me my opinion on this issue.
I'm asking you for your opinion, sir. I'm saying
not about
that
Brij Bhushan
is
Sharma.
no,
Not
sir.
about
I'm
Brij
saying
Bhushan
that
Sharma.
is the perception that is formed. I just want your opinion on that.
Everybody has a right to their viewpoint. I agree with you. We live in a democracy where everybody has a right to point. As much as Sharad Pawar was ICC chief, when for how long, and we know how BCCI, what all happens in it. We know every other federation, including Football Federation, with Priyaranjan Das Munshi and others being there from donkey's years. All these are known very well. I'm not saying that this guy is, bathed in milk and he's the most honest guy in the world. But I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that, yes, if the wrestlers had a protest, they had various avenues to go. They
But
went
sir,
to the
they
Supreme
said
Court.
they
What did the
tried
Supreme
those
Court say?
avenues. They went to the Delhi police, they went to the National Commission for Women, they went to the Delhi Commission for Women. They had to finally last week knock on the doors of the Supreme Court. Only then did the Delhi police register an FIR, and they have gone to the sports minister, sir. It is only after that that this committee headed by MC Mary Kom was set up. The committee submitted its report in the first week of April. The report findings haven't been made public yet. Are you really telling me, sir, that they were sitting on their hands all this while and now they are making wild
Why
allegations?
didn't they go to the Supreme Court 3 months ago?
Sir,
Why?
because
Why not?
they were given assurances by no less than the sports minister of this country
Forget the assurances.
that justice
Forget
would
the
be
assurances.
given.
You need to connect the dots. There are elections due in Uttar Pradesh. There are elections due in Haryana in certain places. These are all part of. Again, I don't hold a brief for this guy. If he's
Okay.
corrupt, if he's morally incompetent, or whatever you want to call him, sack
Okay.
him, put him behind bars, do whatever you want.
Okay,
Go to the court.
join the
courts
dots. There are
I can
elections
also
coming
claim
up
101
in
things that I did
Haryana,
this, I did that.
says Mr.
Please let us-
Kochatil. So, sir, let's face it, then you are saying that all these wrestlers, including the Olympic gold medalists that we are talking about, are political puppets. They're all working to a political agenda. All right,
Why did
Tehseen
they call politicians to the venue? Simple question.
Sir,
Why did they call? If they are not political,
sir, it's
why
already
did they
been
call
explained.
political?
It's already been
They
argued.
know that the entire
they had
last time they
kept
did not
everyone
call them.
away in January. When nothing happened for 3 months, that's when they decided they needed more support. Okay,
So
Tehseen
now
Poonawalla.
you ask
Okay.
a third person now, and they'll tell you that the moment the politicians entered, the game changed. The game changed. Even the Supreme Court will tell you, if you go to the Supreme Court today, the Supreme Court will ask one simple question: what were these politicians doing there?
Let's
What
see
will
if the
this
Supreme
athlete
Court
say?
asks that
Oh, we
question,
didn't
sir.
invite them.
Please don't second guess what the Supreme Court of India will do. Let's
I
wait to
thought
see what
you
the
also
Supreme
did.
Court is going to say.
I thought you also did in terms of many other points. You said we all are second guessing here. None of us. As
You
much
are
as
now
Tehseen
second
Poonawalla
guessing the
said he
Supreme
spoke
Court
to
of
Delhi
India,
police
sir.
officer,
I won't
also
dare to
spoke
second
the
guess
Delhi police
the
commissioner.
top court of this
I also
country.
spoke to the
Let the
Delhi
court
police
take its
commissioner.
own view, sir. I'll tell you what the Supreme Court of India did say. This is not a figment of my imagination. The Supreme Court said these are very serious allegations. We need to look into the matter, and it is after this sort of response from the Delhi police that the Delhi police registered 2 FIRs on Friday.